Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So quickly in this video I'm going to show you the best and perfect way to iron a plain trouser as a tailor. Understand? So this is the original way to iron a plain trouser. Alright, so first of all we start from the inside. You see all these joinings here, we spread them open and iron them. Understand? All these, as you can see. Understand? So every iron, the perfect ironing starts from the back of the trouser. So first of all, I will always be sprinkling water, you understand, because it makes it easier and smooth to collect the iron well, you understand. So I'm just going to do the process, iron it open throughout from all the four sides, all the parts that were joined, all the parts that you joined, you iron them open. It helps your trouser to be very smooth and clean when you're done ironing, you understand. So I'm probably going to fast forward this part a bit. Alright, so well, as you can see, this is the simple process. Apply water and just iron, press open. You understand? We call it press open. All the joinings are separated and ironed carefully, you understand. So you can see I'm done with this part now. Yeah, I'm done with this side. I'm just going to flip it and turn it over to the other side and do the same process, you understand? Until I'm done with this part, then that's when we turn over to the front and do the ironing proper, you understand? So alright, so we are done with the press open, as you can see. All the four sides are ironed, all the parts that were joined, ironed all the parts that were joined. So now we're going to turn it over to the front and create our line, the trouser line, you understand? So that's what we'll be doing now. And this is the simple process of doing it. Okay, so but first of all I'm going to iron this flap. Make I iron this flap first and make it look fly, you understand? And you can see how smooth it's looking now. And so alright, so to create the line now, this is a simple process. You're going to measure 2.5 from this center line, right? From here you measure 2.5. That's from this zip, where the zip is 2.5, and from the other side also 2.5. You understand? So now you put them together, and that's how you make your fold, you understand? So this is an elastic waist trouser, but it's the same process with both the trousers with belt holders and the rest of them, you understand? So I'll show you the process again in case if you did not see it clearly. Now this is how you get your fold and then iron proper. Now you can see those lines, you can see these lines here, how smooth they are looking, because I did a press open before turning it over. Okay, so I'm going to do the process again so you understand. Now keeping it open like this, from this zip down to this side is 2.5, and from this side is 2.5. Alright, so you can see this center line here, you understand? So if you join them together, that's how you get your center line, the lines on the trousers when you are done ironing, you understand? So being an elastic trouser does not change anything, you understand? So once you do it this way, you always get the center line. But now we are not going to start ironing from this center, from these parts like this. We are going to flip it over just like I did. So we are ironing the inside, and now the simple procedure is that this center line is going to be at the center of this trouser, you understand? So hope you can see that. Like now that I'm folding it like this, the line, this inner line is going to be at the center of the trouser. So we are ironing the inside first. Hope you understand that. So you sprinkle a lot of water, and depending on the kind of fabric, this one does not catch the iron very well if you don't apply a little water to it, you understand? So that is why I'm using water to iron, you understand? So once you are done from down like this, the same way you are seeing it from the video, from the down you go up. The more you do it, the more you unfold it, you understand, as you are seeing it in the video. Yeah, until you are done with this side, then we are going to turn it over again and do the same process to the other side. Hope you understand. So I'm actually trying to make it possible to reduce the length of this video. You understand? So, but be rest assured that every important aspect or part of the video will be kept. You understand? So now when you get to this point, it's the same process. So you raise this part up a little bit, and then just as you can see now, and still iron it down. You understand? Yeah. Still iron it to the extreme. Okay. You can see that, and turn it over. The same process, the same thing you did to the front, you do same to the back. You understand? So, alright. So when you are done now, we are going to turn it over like this. Just as you can see now, I'm going to flip it over to the other side, and then I'm still going to raise this side up, place it, and make sure that the center line is at the center of the trouser. That this joining line is at the center of the trouser, and then I'll still do the same process. You understand? Iron it to from down. As you're ironing it, you're bringing it up. You understand? Until you get to the other point. Now I'm done with that. You understand? So you can see what I'm trying to say. The same process that we did on the other leg is the same thing that you're going to apply to this other leg. Understand? You notice that I've not folded the trouser yet. You can see the weaving on the mouth of the trouser ball. So I usually do the folding after the ironing. You understand? So because this is a Jonkoso material, and this kind of material shrinks with iron. You understand? So when cutting it, I tend to add more inches, and then after I've ironed it, then it will give me then I'll measure it and then know the actual folding that I'm going to fold to give me the exact measurement. You understand? So this kind of fabric, if you fold it before ironing, it will affect the length of the trouser. You understand? So we'll first iron, then measure, and then fold. You understand? So now we can now do the front. You understand? So since we are done with the inside, it is now time to do the outside. You understand? So at this point, work is done already. We just do it to the top of it. Also do the waistband. You understand? So I'm trying to skip it a little bit. You understand? So do the waistband as well. The pocket side, you pay attention to the pocket side, and then the waistband. You understand? So once I'm done with this, I'll flip it over and then do the other side, and then we are done. Understand? So this is the basic way of how to iron a plain trouser. That's coming from a tailor. You understand? Because we are the ones that do the first ironing before it gets to the hands of the laundry guys and the rest of them. You understand? So basically what they do is to follow the lines that we have given to the trouser. So this is how we give our lines. This is the process we follow to do the ironing. You understand? Before delivering to our customers and clients. You understand? So if you watch to this point, I'd like you to like, share, and comment where you're watching from. Okay, so now we are done with the ironing, and at this point I'm now going to do the folding. That's to fold the length of the trouser. So this is the basic way to iron a plain trouser now. Alright, so now this is just a little extra and how I fold the length. You understand? So I'll be using a hemming gun, and the inches I'll be folding is just about 1/4 inches. You understand? So because I've measured it already and I know how many inches I should be folding. That's more like, I think, 1.5 inches. I'll be folding 1.5 inches. Alright, so I'm just trying to make sure that what I'm folding is 1.5, and then do this simple process as well. Iron it down, and then before adding the hemming gum, I first of all iron it and get it to be calm like this. You understand? Then I'll just place my hemming gum in between them and then iron again. Okay, so very simple and easy process of doing the folding. You understand? So most times after applying the hemming gum, we still run stitches on it, you understand, because the hemming gum does not, this particular one is not a permanent hemming gum, so it's not going to hold for a very long period of time, you understand. So after I'm done with the hemming gum, I'm going to run a stitch on it, but that's really not part of the video, you understand. So I'm just saying, for in case if you're wondering if I'm going to be delivering this trouser this way, you understand. So like I said, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Okay. I hope you can see what I'm doing right here. Alright, so we are done with this leg, and then I'm going to do the same thing, the same process to the other leg. Alright, we are done. This is the simple process. You can see how smooth the hem is looking because we applied hemming gum. That's the foot of the trouser is looking. Okay, so this is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.